Okay, I want to do a quick video with Label Connector for printing labels using QuickBooks Purchase Orders. Now, where this can be useful for organizations is if you make a purchase order to one of your vendors and those goods come in the door. This is a great way to label inbound product that's coming in that you want to put in inventory if you want to barcode it on the way in or just label it. Oftentimes the packing slip that comes in from your vendor into your dock will have your PO number on it, so your workers will be able to look right at the vendor's packing slip. But either way, they would use the purchase order number again to do inbound labels, and we do have other modes for doing outbound labels in different ways as well, or the item list. But here we're just showing you with purchase orders. So if you have a QuickBooks purchase order, we can quickly print all the labels for these items rapidly all at once with one click. So I'll show you in Label Connector. If we go ahead and put that PO number in and we say get order, you can see it quickly pulls up the purchase order. Now if I were to just print right now, it would print 40 of the first item, 5 of the second, 4 of the third, and 10 labels for the fourth item. But just for demonstration purposes here, I'll just unselect all here, and then I'll pick a couple of the items that are at some reasonable quantities. We'll go ahead and just print those. And in this case, I'm just printing to a PDF printer just so that we can show you on the video the output. Okay, but normally this would go straight to your label printer, and the entire order of labels would print to your label printer without interruption, so you don't have to do anything between each item. But let's just go ahead and print that for that purchase order, and then it's going to prompt a second time for the second item. And again, with your label printer, this would just be a continuous stream of labels that would come out. But since I printed 2 items, it made 2 PDFs. So let's take a quick look at those last 2 that it made. So it should have made 5 for this first item and 2 for the hook item, and 5 for the base. So we'll just go to this one. Okay, and this is the base one. There's 5 labels here. Okay. You can see we've got 5 pages in the PDF here. Again, this would have gone right to your label printer immediately for rapid output of labels. And then quantity 2 for the hook item. And what we do is we have a sample label here that we've created with a bunch of fields from the PO on there, so you can see that's pulling the data from that PO. These labels get designed in our designer, so you would go into the designer and create your label design. Just to kind of show you this particular one that we just printed, this is what the raw design looks like, and these are all the data sources that we assigned to all of these items in this label design. So we have videos on how to use the designer as well, but so that gives you a good overview of how to use purchase orders to print labels for your inbound items or for other purposes. We can also use inventory receipts to print labels, but POs tend to be faster because you can do whole huge amounts of item labels. You can always unselect if only certain ones came in the door. If an item was partial received and the whole order wasn't filled, you could still edit this and just say, okay, I want to just do 20 labels for this item. So you can edit on the fly how many are printed for each item, and that's true for all the modes in our software. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, please call AccuWare on Label Connector. Thank you.